I'm playing a waiting game. And at this point, I don't know who's winning. Hi there, my name is Shanne.
Yeah, here I am. Here we are. Yes, another week.
And welcome back to this safe space that I've created where we can discuss openly and without judgment the beautiful chaos that is living with breast cancer. In my last video, I gave a more in-depth account about how I found out I had cancer. So if you haven't seen that yet, I recommend watching it first. I will link it above, or you can check it out in the description box below. Today, we're going to talk about how having a rare tumor determines everything from treatment options to the effectiveness of treatment. And we're going to be a bit more casual today because unlike my last video, which needed to be more chronological in its structure, this one is mainly a discussion about Phyllodes tumors. So if you'd like to know more about them and my experience with it, keep watching. I've had these tumors 3 times in my life. It grew once, had it removed, grew a second time, had it surgically removed again, and it grew a third time, and I literally had to cut off my right breast. I feel like I've been more consistent with getting Phyllodes tumors than I have with anything else in my life, and that is very telling.
Girl, you're a joke.
But you see, this is what you subscribed for. Cancer education, introspection, epiphanies, and I don't know about you, but it's giving very much self-help. And I live. But I digress. So what makes these tumors so special, so rare? The fact that they account for less than 1% of tumors, like in general, and we're talking fibroadenomas, which are very common, by the way. Comment down below if you or anyone you know has ever had a fibroadenoma. So fibroadenomas, papillomas, carcinomas, sarcomas, any other oma you can think of, the chances of you getting a Phyllodes tumor are much slimmer than me getting it 3 times. So in essence, we can say that, yes, I am special, darling. But it's really just characteristic of Phyllodes tumors to have a high risk of recurrence, with the ultimate solution being a mastectomy. So let's look at another characteristic, rapid growth, for example. Now, most tumors or breast lumps start off really small to the point where they aren't even visible. So that's why you have to do your monthly BSEs, your breast self-examination, ladies and guys. Men can get breast cancer too, by the way, and that's not a myth. Give this video a thumbs up if you check your boobs monthly, like I do. So my tumor started off really small and then it started to grow. I would say the maximum it got to before I had it removed was 10 centimeters. And I know you're probably thinking,
that's crazy, why would you let it get that big?
But it happened within such a short space of time. And then you have to account for the fact that I'm trying to navigate the healthcare system, which is sluggish. Let's be honest. You have to be so patient because everything takes time. It takes time to get a referral, time to book the appointment for the diagnostic test. It takes time to get the results, and then it takes more time to even finally have the procedure done. So it's really not like Grey's Anatomy or The Good Doctor where they consult, diagnose, treat, discharge a patient all in one episode. Please don't play yourself. It doesn't work like that in the real world. I wish it did, and I love these shows, but in actuality, it's a waiting game. I'm playing a waiting game. And at this point, I don't know who's winning. And it just might be the healthcare system that's winning, but I don't like to lose. So let's look at a third characteristic of Phyllodes tumors, and one that I find to be very interesting. Bear in mind, I have done a lot of research on this topic. I have read a plethora of medical journals. I went really in depth with my research because that's just how I am. I'm very meticulous. I'm want to know things. I like to know things, especially if it pertains to me and my health. Phyllodes tumors can either be benign or non-cancerous, malignant or cancerous, or they can actually be borderline, which is in between. So they could start off as benign and become malignant, which is what happened in my case. So my Phyllodes tumor metamorphosed into a myxofibrosarcoma, which is a type of cancer that spread to my right lung, which translates to I need to undergo chemotherapy treatment in the hopes that the cancer cells are killed. As part of my chemotherapy protocol, which is pretty much the treatment plan for cancer patients, I'm given, based on my research, one of the strongest chemotherapy drugs out there. People literally refer to it as the red devil. No, not that one. Please, is my age showing?
Oh no ma'am, oh no ma'am.
In my next video, we are diving deep into the world of chemotherapy treatment, both within the public and private healthcare systems, because I did both. Maybe in doing so, we could help someone decide which route is best for them, public or private. Because trust me, there's a difference. Definitely a difference in the cost. But until then, ladies, check your breasts. Fellas, check your pecs.